Well, hello guys. We got a fun one. We are going to make this adorable little cute coffee cozy. It is easy. It works out really nice and fun. And the pattern is very adjustable to any mug size. Look at that button. Button's so cool. I love it. So let's dive into it. Let's have some fun, guys. All right, so we are using acrylic yarn, and you are more than welcome to use cotton yarn for this project if you'd like. That's fine, but I am doing some stash yarn. I don't know the color. I know this is definitely Hobby Lobby yarn. I can feel it from the softness, but I don't know the color name. It's just some stash yarn, so let's dive into it. And I am using a 4.5 clover hook, my favorite. If you guys know me, you know that's what I like. So let's have some fun with this and use up some stash yarn. I am going to recommend stitch markers, if you please. So I'm going to start with a magic ring, and I am going to be putting in 6 single crochets. If you want to start with a chain, you are more than welcome to. Just do a chain 4 and slip stitch to the first stitch, and then chain 1. So let's put in 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we will not be working in the rounds in this. We're going to slip stitch 3, 4, 5 to the first stitch, just like that, and then you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to put in 2 single crochets in every stitch. So you want 12 single crochets in total, so 2 in each. That was 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, and 12. Now you should be able to close your center without any issues. And then we're going to slip stitch. And chain 1. You're going to put in 1 single crochet in the first stitch. And then in the next, you're going to put in 2 single crochets in the same stitch, which is considered an increase. So it's 1 single crochet and an increase. 1 single crochet and an increase. And continue that 1 single crochet, an increase. And then since we started on 1 single crochet, you should end on an increase. And then you slip stitch to your first stitch. And chain 1 and put 1 single crochet in the first stitch. Now we're going to have a repeating pattern this time around, because we want to keep this round. So it's 1 single crochet, do an increase, and then 1 single crochet. And then you repeat that 1 single crochet, increase, and 1 single crochet, and then you repeat it. 1 single crochet, increase, and 1 single crochet. Remember to keep repeating that pattern, okay? Again, it's 1 single crochet, increase, and 1 single crochet. Let me help you one more time around. 1 single crochet, increase, and 1 single crochet. And then you should end with the 1 single crochet. And then you slip stitch. Chain 1, 1 single crochet, and then do 1 single crochet in the next, 1 single crochet in the next. So that's 3 single crochets and an increase. Again, it's 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, an increase. So it's 3 single crochets and an increase all the way around. Okay, after you come around, do a slip stitch. Now chain 1 and put 1 single crochet, and 1 single crochet, then do an increase, and then 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet. So here, what's happening is when you're increasing on the even rounds, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so forth, you take that increase, instead of doing 4 single crochets and an increase, 4 single crochets and an increase, you're splitting that number up. So it's 2, increase, 2, 2, increase, 2. If you were doing 6 single crochets and an increase, just for an example, you would do 3 single crochets, increase, and 3. So we're just splitting it up to keep your project round, okay? So it's offsetting to make that octagon that it usually turns into. So again, it would be 2 single crochets, increase, and 2 single crochets. And then it's a pattern you will repeat all the way around, and then I'll meet you back. Okay, so what we're doing is we're making the base. So you're going to keep making this and going round and round until it covers the base. That is not big enough, so I want to do one more round of increasing. So we're on an even number of round like we discussed. So I'm going to chain 1, and now this is 5. So I'm going to do my single crochet, I need 5 single crochets and an increase. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then I do an increase. So now I'm just on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then do an increase. So do that all the way around, and I'll meet you back. Okay, so let's slip stitch. See how doing this keeps it a lot more round? I'll take a coffee mug. And make sure it's overlapping a little bit to make sure it'll fit. Mine is big enough. But if you need to make yours bigger, then you would do, the next round would be a 6 increase, but it's an even number, so you would do 3 single crochets increase and 3 single crochets. So that's how you just keep increasing it to make it fit your mug. But when you got the size that you need, we're going to chain 1, and then you're done a single crochet, no more increases all the way around, but do not slip stitch. No slip stitching. So I'll meet you, and then 1 single crochet in everything without a slip stitch. All right, so now we came around and we did not slip stitch. Now we're going to turn. You're going to chain 1, and then you're going to single crochet back. So now we are going into crocheting in rows. So you're just going to keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You're building the height of this. So you're going to keep just going back and forth until you got the height of your mug. So you're going to single crochet all the way around to your stitch marker. You're going to turn, chain 1 and go back. Chain 1 and turn and go back. So you're going to keep going back and forth. No more slip stitching. And I will meet you back when that's all done. Okay, so I weaved in my center and I got it to the height that I'm comfortable with, because there's corn kernels in there. So ignore that. It's for another project I'm doing. Anyway, I don't want it so far up where you can't, when you're drinking, you're getting the thing. So you don't want it too tall. So now all you have to do is chain until you get the height. Like, let's do a chain. Let's do that. Chain. There we go. We're going to chain. You need this long enough for a button that will go over and loop. It needs to be able to come back. And everybody's is going to be a little different, a little longer. Alright, so then when you got the length that you want to go back in to that last stitch and do a single crochet. You do not want to do a slip stitch. I don't feel a slip stitch is going to hold it as tight. Then if you want to go on to the next stitch and do a slip stitch, then chain 1, and then you cut. And then you're going to put this back on. We'll weave everything in at the end. And then you're going to see where this is going to take you. And then I'd say a nice size button right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a stitch marker and mark about where I want the button. And take that off. Now let me pick a button. Okay, I set my button on. I picked a nice pretty floral button that I was happy with. Sorry, there's a lot of traffic on my road today. It is a beautiful day. So anyway, so sew on the button where I marked it. And there she is. Look at how beautiful. Gorgeous. I'm going to lose my popcorn kernels from my hacky sack. Anyway, there she is. And I also had the pink one. But I use scrap yarn. Look at this. This is all that's left. So that is a win for me. And here she is. Well, I am Ronnie with Whip and Chain. I thank you so much for watching us. And until next time, please know it's always a work in progress here. And we enjoy you subscribing and following us. Have a really, really pretty day. Blessed day. Have fun. Enjoy your day, guys. Bye-bye.